I'm gonna share my screen. So, can you see the screen?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
My goodness, I hear you so happy for this class. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Oh, I have had like, for example, yesterday, four classes, and I think four debates. I'm so tired. But well, let's start. So for today, this is the topic. Our brains are no match for our technology. And let's start with this question. So are social networking sites changing our daily behavior? I think we already had like a class so similar to this topic. I think it was the second class, but yeah, I would like to hear your opinion about this. Who wants to answer this question?
So I teach.
Yep.
Okay, I think so. Signs they are necessary, not only for entertainment purposes, but also for selling or searching for information. Although searching for information in social networks is not entirely correct, since it can be false.
Yeah, I have a question about that. For example, on social media, when you are, for example, on Facebook, and you see like a picture, for example, of a couple, and you say like sometimes, oh my goodness, I would like to have the life of this person, but then when you see the real life is different, right?
Yes, teacher.
Have you had like experience with this, or that you say I would like to have this life, this person, and then the reality is different?
Yes, so the photos in social media is different, but in person is so for the filters. Okay, for the filter is in the personal I no use currently the social media.
Okay.
So the other person, if you can go see.
So yeah, that depends of the use that people give to these apps. I think so. But
Mhm.
what do you think, Jesus? Jesus, yeah, Jesus.
Uh, Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Excuse me. Okay, I think uh, the young people are more sensitive uh, because they they seek popularity, and uh, we uh, we are uh, people that in a moment in our life we we want be uh, nos, como que centro de atención, no, decirlo así, no, having with the girls, right?
Like people focus on what?
Um, uh, then I think in particular situation, I don't, uh, I don't know if my behavior uh, can change like the social network, but I can realize that the youngest uh, can change because they are in a moment in their life uh, where they are seeking uh, the uh, aceptados, and I think the the situation
So
in your life.
I don't know, but I can't understand you so good. But you're talking about, like, for example, people who looking for I don't know the word, approval from others.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
I think depends on the moment in your life. The social network can uh, change our mind. If we are seeking clarity or or uh, from something uh, uh, okay, that can become
Mm-hmm.
in other person eh, como buscando aceptación.
Yeah, the approval of
Todos
other
creo que
person.
tienen-
Yeah, thank you. I think the guest user is Carolina. Not sure.
Yeah, good
Oh,
morning, everyone. I'm sorry. I don't know why I couldn't put my name on it.
oh, don't worry. So, Carolina, this is like the question for the topic. I don't know if you can see my
If,
screen.
sure, if social networking is
Yeah,
changing our daily behavior,
yeah.
definitely, but that's depend on what social networking are you consuming. I guess that the behavior will shape depending on whatever decision you decide to take. Like, I don't know, if you spend your whole day on TikTok, definitely you're going to start behave weird and start doing challenges and consuming what I call trash content. But if on the other hand you decide that the social networking that you want to consume is more oriented, I don't know, to education, it maybe it will be good for you. But that's, I guess, that depends on the decision that you decide to take on the consuming.
Yeah, but talking about all of these, do you think that, for example, talking about TikTok, do you think that this platform or app is dangerous?
Again, that will depend the person that you follow. Because so far I haven't seen. I don't have TikTok, but I see my nephew using it. And there is a few TikTokers related to culture and education. Not a few, but there it is exists. And it's not going to be dangerous if you're following I don't know, maybe Luisito Comunica. I don't think that
Oh,
he's making too much damage. But if you decide to consume other content, yeah, definitely.
yeah,
I don't
like,
think this is going to damage us as an adult, or
yeah,
maybe this information.
yeah, like you say, depends of the use of the person gives to the app or the content that.
I guess that the most impactful thing will be related to this information, most likely.
Yeah,
Uh,
but also there are another risks, like, for example, um I don't know, what about like uh, bullying sometimes? I mean, for people who depends of the comments or yeah,
Like
I
I
think
like addicts. I call it like that. Like people that post a video or a photo and they die if they don't receive like enough like.
yeah,
And yeah,
and also for example on TikTok like harassment situations maybe.
or that too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, seeing of your point of view, that does not like entirely depend of the age. I guess that is more related to the usage that you decide to do with your social networking.
Yeah, thank you. Mario.
Hi, teacher. Good morning. I'm sorry, I have problems with my computer today. For answer this question, yeah, multiple sites can be dangerous. I think also could be for privacy concerns, like when we give information, personal information to the sites, and we agree about their policies and all that. Maybe we are put ourselves in danger. And also, I think it's a issue with mental health because I think this some sides can make the people feel depression or feel loneliness or have more anxiety. So maybe all that factors contributing to be dangerous to the society.
Yeah, like talking about like the mental health that yeah, that you say. So for example, do you think that the use of Facebook or I don't know, Instagram, TikTok has an impact maybe on self-esteem of the people?
Yeah, I think so because um, we are or some people are asking all the time for likes and for be approved in their social media. And I think that could make um, problems with the self-esteem because we have this stereotype of what we have to do or have to look, and yeah, that definitely can make issues with your self-esteem.
Yeah, and not only for example like in the self-esteem, but also for example could be like I don't know how to say like dangerous maybe sometimes like yeah, remember that in one of class we were talking about like fake news and something like that. But for example, in this case, well, I have like a bad experience with a fake profile of me. So, but yeah, this was my fault because I post like too much information about me. And for example, I remember that when I arrived here, there was like a profile with my pictures and with my information, and they were asking for money. So, have you had any experience like that? For example, with your information on Facebook or something like that?
I do recall one experience like that. I was overseas and there was a friend who told me, "Yeah, Carl, what's up? What's going on with you?" And I say, "Why?" He say, "I saw that you asked me money because you said that you have an emergency, like a family emergency." And I say, "What?" So he showed me, and yeah, it was like a fake Instagram with my picture, and asking random people for money, but it was long time ago.
On Instagram or
Yeah, no, Instagram.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel bad for the person who actually sent the money. I
but
never asked. He's like, "Did you send the money?"
but
But definitely, I believe that maybe one of
but
them.
people tell you about like for example, oh, we have like your son or something like that, or just asking for the money.
No, just asking for money, like saying that was an emergency, a family emergency.
Yeah.
But no, kidnapping, no, no. I mean, I already had an experience like that long time ago with my brother, and someone called me like saying, like, I guess it was like 10 years ago, and he said me, hey, he has an accident, and we're asking money because he's in like whatever town, and I said, okay, do you have the ID? And he said yes. So can
Oh
you
my
tell
God.
me which is his last name?
So
And he
so they already had
say
all the information.
that's what he said. But unfortunately, my last name is not that easy to, like, I don't know, Rodriguez. So it's a
Yeah.
hard last name. So I say, so which is the last name from my brother? And he couldn't tell me. So I say, you know what? Just don't lose your time because I know that it's not my brother.
Yeah, and that was when you realized that
Yeah, it
it
was like
wasn't real.
fishing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have that experience, and I remember that they were asking for money, and oh, she is gonna travel, and he needs money, so you have to pay in the airport this for the bags, and I was like, what? But I'm still here in United States, so
So,
And
yes,
people fall in that. I mean, it's so weird. Like the ability for that people who fish, they
but
they know everything, and unfortunately, there are a lot of people who fall in that.
yeah, but that's people maybe from jail.
Yeah, I heard that. Someone told me that on Facebook there's like pretty woman photos, like saying you give me links and likes and whatever, and send you a picture. And I don't know, but I recall that someone told me like, yeah, there are not ladies; those are like people in jail. And I said, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
so
And
it's
yeah,
terrible.
okay, go ahead.
So in this case, those cases are very common, teacher. So I had a friend
Especially in
who
Colombia.
has, yes, I had a friend who had the same thing done to her, but they made her sell adult content. It
Oh,
was disgusting. So it's common in here in Colombia.
yeah. Yeah, I think so. It's more common there in Colombia. Because I don't know, Carolina, maybe I remember that you say that you have been in another countries or something like that.
Yeah, I was traveling for business in like 6 months outside when one of my closest friends told me, yeah, what happened with I don't remember either, like with your family or your nephew. And I said, what? And he said,
Yeah,
I
but
got this message. But yeah,
yeah,
I was in a different part. But I was living in Colombia. I
yeah,
just was out
but
of
do you think that
business.
those situations are more common in Colombia?
I guess so. And I don't know how that people like have the information that you're not on the country. And I guess that's the moment where they take advantage of that. But the thing is that where you live right now, I mean, I do consider US as one of the safest place regarding that, and they have the people actually do something in regards. And here it's just like do whatever you want with the networking. Nobody cares.
Yeah, but it's weird because it's not only like a fake profiles or something like that, but also the calls, messages, and you say like how like these people has my ID, my all my name, like my number. So yeah, I don't know how they do that, but for that reason I say that it's people from the jail. But even I don't know how they get that information. But I mean, for example, on Facebook or on Instagram, yeah, because you post your pictures and your information. But for example, when they have the numbers or information even about your family and the names of them, so I don't know how
I
they
have heard
that.
here on Colombia. I don't know if the US is the same, but I heard once that telecommunication company sells your database, and also the insurance program sells your database. And by the end of the day, you say, I agree to all terms. So I heard that was like a big news like 8 years ago here, like Claro sell database and Movistar. I don't know. So maybe they have people inside that gets that information for them. And high profile person. I mean, I'm not a high profile person. I don't know why they did that to me.
Yeah, and also, for example, I don't know if you had like if you have like received like calls from other countries with the LADA with, I don't know how to say that in English, but yeah, but the LADA of the numbers sometimes.
What you want to say?
Um, like for example, when you receive like a call and it's a number from another country. Like for
Like
example,
outside call?
yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, that happened here. Do you receive call like from Greece and it say like they have those weird IVR codes to make those calls?
yeah, and even on Skype, sometimes I receive like calls from person that I say, "Who are you?" and, and I don't know. I think that was yesterday. A guy was type me and hi, nice to meet you, and I want to know about you, and I'm from I don't know, Egypt, I think, and I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so dangerous. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, who are you? I don't know who are you. And oh no, I just want to meet you. That you are so pretty, and I was like, what? So yeah, it could be dangerous. But even on Sky and here, I don't have like too many too much information about me. Just the name and yeah, the user. I don't have like, for example, like too many pictures or something like that. So I don't know, but yep. But I always think that it's people from the jail, so I just block the user and yeah. I don't know, Sebastian or Karen. I think Karen.
Okay, teacher. First of all, good morning for everyone. Well, I think as you both um, social media could be good, but it have risks, and especially for children. You know, children, and they they are 5 years ago. They have access to Facebook or social media. So it is very dangerous for them, especially because they could share personal information with strangers, with unknown people. And for example, they ask them to share information like where do you live or
Like
where you're
address or
studying. So it is very dangerous, especially for them. I think.
yeah. I have another question. So talking about children and something like that. Do you think that okay? Yeah, kids use sometimes like social media, but let's talk about, for example, video games. So do you think that this generate like addiction in kids
And adults.
and in
Yes,
both?
teacher, yes, it is completely true. And I think cell phones and social media should be banned until 8 years or more. But children are being so many time in social media.
Yeah, have you have like a family member, I don't know, like a cousin or son addicted to the video games?
Yes, no video games, but videos on YouTube.
Oh, on
So
YouTube.
if they already don't like playing with other children, and they prefer keeping on their phone.
Yeah,
So it is a big problem.
Yeah, so do you think that these affect like the way in which maybe he socialize with other people, with other kids?
Yes, teacher. It really affects the communication and hanging with other kids, with other people, and they are over consuming uh, content on social media.
Yeah, like for example, I remember right now, like in pandemic, uh, there were like some games, famous games, like for example, I don't know if you remember Among Us or Parches. I don't know
I
if
love Among Us.
yeah, yeah, that was so addictive. But especially because you play when you're friends, and yeah, I don't know if you remember that game, like Mario, Sebastian, or Jesus.
Repeat, teacher.
Okay, yeah, we are talking about like the video games. So, and I remember that in pandemic, these famous video games, like for example, Among Us. Did you play that game or Parches,
No, Among Us, no. I play Fortnite, for example, PUBG.
Free Fire?
So Free Fire is similar to PUBG. So only PUBG play in PC,
Okay,
and Free
and
Fire is only in phone itself, a smartphone.
yeah, yeah, I also played like Free Fire, but there are like also video games, like for example, there is one that it's so common. I don't remember the name. I think it's League of Legends. I think so.
Yes, I play I play LOL.
Oh,
Second
I
Titan
tried to
Club.
play it, but for me it's so hard. I didn't understand. It's so
Yeah,
hard.
it's so hard again. So the beginning.
Yeah. What about Mario? Oh, Jesus.
I played Pokemon Go many years
Oh,
ago,
that was so common too.
but I
Yes.
walk while I'm doing it, so it's good. I'm not addict to that.
But you just played it, and so you could do all your responsibilities and something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I know some person who play like 5 or 6 hours a day, and I think it's excessive. I cannot do that. Not for me.
Yeah. What about Carolina? You say that you have a
I'm
Netflix.
ashamed to say, no, I'm ashamed to say that I'm playing Call of Duty right now.
Oh,
I love video games, but um, that does not interfere with my responsibilities. I can multitask, and I try to do not do it. I'm only do it when my nephew wants to play. Um, because I'm not like an addict, but I just spend too much time on it. So I just play some, I don't know, a few hours on Sunday. But yeah, I love video games. Yeah. But whatever you believe me or not, video games will help people to improve their language skill because most of the time people who are join on online network like to playing, they're not a Spanish speaker. So
yeah, people
rather
from other countries.
you have to find a way. You have to find a way to make yourself like I don't know, like try to interact with people. Like honestly, my nephew have improved their English so much because he speak
Oh,
with people here on the games. But on the other hand, I believe that it could be dangerous because you don't know who are the people that you're speaking to.
yeah. But for example, what do you think about like this kind of people who invest? I think is the word. Money to the video games.
Or
Like,
malinvest.
yeah.
I don't know. I
Do
don't
you do
like
that?
that. I just
Invest money?
no. I just playing for no. I just playing for fun. I don't lose my money. I just prefer to, I don't know, a good meal instead of spend my money on video games. Unless there is something like maybe, I don't know, poker online. I'm really good at it, but I'm not an addict. But there is sometimes I say I don't have anything to do. Let's spend this dollar and see what happens. Most of the time, I get my dollar back.
Mm.
It's just
Yeah,
$1. It's not like I'm going
just
to
one.
spend like
But
my whole salary playing.
for yeah. And which kind of video games do you play? Like,
I love Call of Duty.
oh,
That's one of my favorite. I'm gonna say that I learned like military language playing this game,
yeah, yeah.
so
I
it's
try.
good somehow.
Yeah, I try to play, but no, I just good with Free Fire because
I
I
never
also
tried that.
yeah it's similar, right? It's like the same.
Not sure. I don't. I know that my nephew plays that, but I don't know the game.
Oh, oh, okay, yeah.
It's about shooting.
Yeah, I think it's similar to the video game that you say.
Ah, okay, so yeah, it could be.
Yeah. What about Jesus? Well, I don't know if Sebastian or Karen wants to say
So
something.
I only spend to buy them sometimes on a discount on Steam.
Oh, you
So
spend
only
you
yes,
was your money in video games?
yes, but only spend to buy them.
Like,
Now, for example, the paces. I don't
huh?
remember this word, los pases de batalla. I don't remember.
Oh, you mean in Free Fire? Like,
Yes, in Free Fire it is. So in other games, for example, League of Legends, and Fortnite. So it's this famous is this method.
yeah, and sometimes like you say, I want this skill. I'm gonna buy this. And
Uh-huh.
yeah. What
So
about
for the
yeah,
skin, for the characters and weapons.
yeah, that's true. And what about Jesus?
Okay, teacher. Well, in pandemic, I didn't play any game really. I spent my time uh, watching um, documentaries, uh, content like this. Um, I like video games, but I am very old in this aspect because I love play games like uh, football, uh, football, soccer.
Like
Uh,
activities,
love yes, I love the PlayStation 2. For me, it's the best console in the history. uh, then I I love the game with basic or simple uh, elements. I don't like the game like uh, Free Fire
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
this
That's what I
this.
say. That's what I say. For example, in League of Legends, what for me, I think this video game has too many things, so it's too difficult to play.
So difficult to play and knowledge.
Uh, I
The
don't know, but
knowledge
I don't
each character.
understand that video game.
Yeah. So for the Little Legends, so I was playing in pandemic for like 10 hours.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, in I didn't have too many responsibilities. Now in this moment I play in so a game, only a game is Hollow Knight. It's an amazing game, but I play for
Yeah.
like for 40 minutes and 1 hour and no more. So
But
depend for our responsibility.
yeah, and well, let's come back like to the to the main topic because now we are talking about only video games. But yeah, talking about again the this social media and so what precautions will you advise people to take like on Instagram, on Facebook, on in general?
I would say don't waste your time on it.
Yeah,
That it's okay to spend a little bit on social media. You know, I love to see like cat videos, but I just see one or two. But just don't spend your time on social networking unless that content that you're seeing is being productive or help you some way. But that's the main like advice that I give like everyone, especially my kids.
yeah, it's true. And also I think like about posting personal content and sharing other people's information too, maybe.
Yeah, that too. I don't know why. There is a lot of people, you know, that share the baby
Oh yeah.
photos on Instagram or Facebook, and that's not healthy.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
what I
you're
say
right.
about
Be
harassment.
aware. Yeah, be aware of the content that you're sharing. And my other recommendation, I have seen like friends that with weird cases, just do not publish in real time. Avoid publish your photos. There's a
Yeah,
lot
and
of people, you know, the
information and
stories like I'm here, I'm partying this place, I'm eating this place, I'm with these people, and it's okay if you want to
oh,
do
it's
it,
the
but just
real
try to
the
don't
real
do it
location.
live.
You mean like with the
Exactly.
real location sometimes?
Yeah, yeah. I have an experience of one or two friends. They are really pretty, and they have a awful situation with one guy that can stalk
Oh
her,
yeah.
and she likes to share like live, and it was a really bad time for her. So yeah,
Oh my goodness.
avoid live
Yeah.
at least 1 hour later.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's dangerous. Sometimes like we pause and we say, okay, um, never mind. I'm gonna put like the place in which in, where uh I am in yeah, but could be dangerous. There are like bad people in the world, and yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Carolina. So I don't know another advice, Andres or Mario, Andres. I'm very confused. Mario and Karen. I don't know.
Hey teacher, I think I could give pieces of advice about um, time spent on social media because you have to be selective with what you consume and you have to stop wasting your time just scrolling the screen and watching unmeaningful videos or trash videos. I know. Be aware of your time and take precautions
Mm-hmm.
when you are on social media.
Yeah. Mario.
Okay, I think it's important to review the privacy settings on social media and look for control what information is visible to others. I think that's so important because if you left your number or your personal information in your profile, could have problems with that. Also, I think it's important to avoid conversation with people on the internet about religion, about political issues. I prefer not to do that because there's always a problem or a person who doesn't have your same opinion. So I think it's important to avoid that kind of conversations and social media.
Yeah. Um, Jesus. Another advice.
Okay, teacher. Well, control the contents. They are the contents as watching or uh, teenagers, for example. It's not impossible task, really. Uh, okay, think about it. The, the China, in China, the
Yeah.
government controls the the contents that each citizens uh, can be watching TikTok, for example.
Oh, really? They
Um,
control like the content of TikTok?
yes,
I don't know.
in China, you just can be uh, contents like educational content or
So they
scientific.
they, they allow that to you see on a specific content that
Yes.
oh
Then uh, they do it because is their citizens can be more efficient in the labors. Then why not? Uh, we can we can be more efficient. Uh, I think the control the contents is useful for uh, to have a better uh, teenagers and childs generally.
yeah, talking about you say like for example about the uh, productivity. So yeah, we have here like another question about this, but so my specific question is, do you agree, for example, with the use of the cell phone at work or the use of social media while you are working or something like that?
I do.
Yes.
That's depend on the work that you're doing. The way that I do it is I price myself. Like I'm gonna do a specific task during 1 hour, and then I say as soon as I finish this task, I'm gonna spend a little bit on Instagram to see what's going on, what's up with my network. But it needs to be like a control on that, because if it's not, you're gonna be really unproductive.
So and also this depend of the person, right? Because sometimes I think that this could affect the employer's productivity, maybe.
Absolutely, there are people that are actually addicts to their phones. It's crazy. I'm seeing my colleagues at work, and yeah, the thing is that if you price yourself the way that I said, I'm using something that is like a time management technique that called the tomato one. That's mean that you focus yourself 25 minutes in each task, and then you price yourself with 5 minutes to do whatever you want. And in those 5 minutes, I just check my network and see what's going on. It's not like all the time.
Yeah, and I think also these generate like anxious, something like that sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, I'm seeing people that
Because
is really crazy for this social
you want to
network.
be all time with your cell phone and testing and even not testing, just checking like Facebook or WhatsApp or
Or checking nothing. I have seen people that are checking literally nothing. Or
yeah,
I don't know if
just
you guys have
just to see the
seen like
phone.
when the people go, yeah, like when they go to eat
Yeah, it's like
in
they
whatever,
see
like
it to just to see the phone.
and everyone is on the phone, and I see what's the purpose of going on if all the person are going to be on their phone? That's crazy. Here in
Yeah,
Colombia, there is a famous restaurant, and that you have to put your cell phone in a basket as soon as you arrive your table. And if you touch your cell phone, you have to pay the bill.
yeah, yeah, it's true. And Yeah, I think that it's hard because, well, I don't know. In my case, I think that I'm a little bit addicted to the phone. But before, I wasn't like that. But now I say that yes, I think that I'm addicted because I have like the need to check the phone all time, even when I'm working. And yeah, it's really bad, but that's the truth. And
My
yeah,
advice will be close it. Because
yeah,
that happened to me too. I was super addict to Facebook and Instagram, Snapchat, and everything. And one day I said, you know what? I'm just gonna freeze this for a while. So what happened at the beginning was like an anxiety, like badly, and then I just don't care anymore. And I spent like 3 months without social networking, and right now it's just like I don't care. Once in a while I post something. That's the reason why I don't have Skype. As soon as I close it, I have never tried to open it again, and that will help.
yeah. For me, it's really hard because like I always have like the need to check the phone, even like you say, just to see nothing, just touch the phone and and yeah, and then I say like, but why? Like I have too many responsibilities, I have too many things to do, and why? And also what I say, like sometimes you say, okay, I'm gonna watch like this video on Facebook, and then when you see the time, you have been there like 2 hours watching videos or doing nothing. So yeah. um Let me see, Karen. Do you agree with the use of the cell phone at work?
Uh, yes, yes, teacher, but I think it depends of the person and the kind of job, because in some works we use the cell phone is useful for develop activities related, for example, calling, messages with the teamwork, and etc. But I think it is responsibility of the person in that manage the time that they spend on the cell phone.
Yeah, but sometimes we don't realize that the time that we waste on social media, on Facebook, or yeah. What about Jesus?
Good teacher. Well, I think we must use the cell phone at work because we lost the concentration. Um, and then, for example, in my case, I I work like as a waitress, waitress, mesero
Yeah,
in, in a restaurant here in Momil. And when I use the cell phone at work, uh, I yes, I toda my concentration, como decimos en Colombia, pierdo el hilo
yeah,
to my activities, and then I must uh, to back to start again. Do uh, some things. Uh, for this reason, I don't agree with.
yeah. It's like a big distraction in your work. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Sebastián.
So the use of social networking sites be banned at work? Yes, this is the
Yeah,
one.
it's like do you agree to use like the cell phone at the work? Or,
And so I think it will be something impossible because most people use it for their daily use, and it's inevitable to take pictures and videos and upload them to the social media. It is not my case. In my work, I don't use the cell phone, but there are people who do and they can't live with it.
okay. Okay, so the last question is this: is it is possible to become a social networking addict?
So, yes, I agree. So, I think it's the cell phone as such because sometimes we don't have internet or nothing to do and we start to check the gallery or
Oh,
look the old conversation. But social networks have an algorithm so that the person spends as much time as possible in this application.
okay. What about Carolina?
Yeah, I will say 100% yes. And I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, but I believe that people somehow forget the person interaction and they prefer to do it virtually. That's my perception from what I'm seeing here. So they just feel comfortable talking with everyone on Instagram or WhatsApp. There is not too much common like, hey, let's hang out. No, let's chat for hours on WhatsApp. So yeah, I believe the pandemic has the
Talking with your friends
something to do with
on
that.
WhatsApp?
Yeah, yeah. I think that just 2 years, people forget person interaction, or there is a
Yeah.
ton of people who are still afraid to do it. So just they prefer to do it on their cell phones, and so how they created like an addiction.
Yeah, and talking about that, do you think that, for example, the use of these social media and that people all time wants to be in the cell phone and talking even with strange people, do you think that maybe this generate like family conflicts?
Absolutely. I have family conflict for that because my nephew wants to be on social media all the time. Even in lunch is incredible. Like his eating with the phone and chatting with people, and that's create a lot of family situation here at home. Yeah, yeah, because there always will be two bands: the part that agree with the cell phone and the part of the family that does not agree with the cell phone. So it's going to be a constant battle because of that.
Yeah, but I think it's sad because like we are like lost the way in which we socialize like before with other people and sharing time with them, and now we are only with the phone and thinking about an fake life maybe like you say
Oh,
like
I love that point
YouTube.
of the fake life.
Yeah.
Those stories on Instagram that you say, "Oh my God, that's the trip of your life," and turns out that that person is just like with a good post behind and good Photoshop, and that is a damage on the behavior from the people. Like I want that life. I have seen that so much. I want that person life because that person life seems to be perfect and it's just fake.
Yeah, it's a lie because sometimes people compare with other person and say, I would like to have this life or this couple do this trip or look that perfect life of that person, and you feel sad and say like, why I haven't like get this in my life, and yeah, it's sad, but the truth is that mostly the pictures and the perfect life that you see on Facebook or on picture isn't real.
Does not exist. That
Yeah.
does, yeah. I did that one time. I love to play with my social network and play my friends. So I went to the best bar that we have here in Bogota 2 weeks ago. It's an expensive place, and I say I had the opportunity to go there, and I say, okay, so I'm not in the mood party. But my husband said, if you want to go, let me do the arrangement so you can go on the rooftop. And I went there and I took so many photos, spectacular. And the people say, "Oh my God,
And
that's
you
a
say
new
like,
place. I'm
but,
so
but I
jealous.
was there
Why you
and that's not real.
why you didn't invite me to that place?" And I say, You cannot believe what you see in social networking, and that's create I don't know how to see it, but I guess that's the point from the whole conversation that you start. People can change behavior for what they believe in social network.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's it for today. See you next week. I don't know if you already had your debate.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm anxious. I don't
Oh,
know how it's gonna turn out. I hope for the best. I have a good partner.
yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I have another class, and see you next week. I think
Thank you.
we
See you
have
next week.
two classes more to 2 or 3 classes more to finish the session.
Yeah, I guess it's three.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a good
Thank
Okay,
you.
day.
Have a
bye.
good one. Bye bye.
Bye bye,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher. Bye bye.